Testing, testing. Great. How do I make this bigger? Well, I could do it that way. Why'd you go away? Because now you're over here. Okay, that doesn't work. Sorry, I'm just trying to set up my screen. Oh, that's how I can do that. Awesome. Okay, great. I'm not worried anymore. Now I've got like a weird outline of something on my screen. Alright, that's fine. I still have all of the control that I want. You can see what I'm doing. Great. Okay. I'm back to build more techno creatures. Batteries this time. And my typical set of tools. Knife. Sprue cutters. A couple decent screwdrivers, and a pair of pliers. Alright, so I've got two. I've got the rhinoceros beetle and the manta ray. Don't really know which one I want to build. So we'll just let fate decide. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 2. And it gave me 2. Which is this guy. Which is the one that I wanted to build. All right. Get fucked, Beetle. Apparently this is a newer one in the series. They did this in like butterflies, which in my mind, like, they look cute, but they're not cool. They're cute. And I'm currently into cool. Alright, but yeah, this is Manta Ray. It is a mechanical species, bionic manta ray floating in the sky. It's got triangular flapping pectoral fins, deep sea breathing lighting system, dual link transmission module, forward facing detection light, RGB energy indicator light, a 33-degree undulating balance tail, dual thrust jet propulsion, industrial style sensing base, armored head fins. Wow. Alright. It says it takes about 2 hours to build. Get another one of these little picture things. Oh, but this one's bent. Then we have our sprues. A motor. More sprue. More sprue. More sprue. Our instruction booklet. A part guide, which I will keep out just in case I have trouble determining what a piece is. We have our base. It's a slightly different color than the other ones that we've received. I can't remember if the other ones were all the same color now. Anyway. We have a box that's got all of our electronic gubbins. So let's get this sort of out of the way before I go into detail. Not a flippy box this time. Just a slide top box. Alright, we're just gonna get our parts sort of all set up. It's F, E, or F, or no, was it F or E? That's E, D, that's C, this is A, which means this is B. Most of these parts are translucent, which is kind of cool. Okay, and we have this piece, which is a little motor thing with a cable sticking out of it. Energy center is what it's called. That's cool. Got like a little spring casing on top of it. I think is neat. Okay. Then we have bag number 1, which has some circuit boards in it. We get another pair of these nail clippers, which I won't use. Get another one of their little tool kits with a screwdriver and a nail file. I'll keep the file. Bag number 2 is a bag of screws. Bag number 3 has some screws in it. One bag of them separated, 2 other types inside the bag. The logo and such as well. Bag 4 is some gears of the plastic variety. Bag 5 is more screws, and then we have another unlabeled bag, which is metal pieces, which I'll just go ahead and take out of here. Without bending it, hopefully. I'm just going to leave that over there. Okay. Let's grab our instructions. Before I do anything, I'll go ahead and put the batteries in here and turn this off. Okay, base. And I'll take this off too. And then I'm just gonna leave that there. Okay, so getting started, it actually wants me to grab this piece. And we are grabbing part A6. I'm used to in models where when you grab pieces, the part that you take is sort of like in order. So it's like you would take the first one first. Right, and then this bag seems to be our, or one of our, more utilized screws. And this is going down in here. A couple lugs to help guide it. And we're getting one of these screws just down the center here. For me. Alright, E4. Yeah, these little creatures have actually been a lot of fun to build. The results are very pleasing. Alright, now this goes on top of here. And then more of those screws from bag 5. Okay, so now that I've got those 4 screws in, I now need to get one of the gears. So from here, I need P12. Which is apparently this one. And then this goes all the way down. I can't put it in the area that it's asking me to do, so just make sure that none of these other gears are what I need. The gear is also decorated, so, and it's definitely not this gear. Yeah, okay. So I can't put the gear in the orientation that it wants me to. I wonder. No, it just had to be in that area, not specifically. There we go. Now it's almost exactly where it needs to be. And then I need out of bag 4, or out of bag 2. These are all like flange screws. Whatever, it can fucking stay there. Okay, and that holds it in there, while not locking it in place. Alright, we are getting other gear. It wants me to make sure that the point is matched. There's 2 little lines on there that wants me to make sure that they're matched. Okay. We're grabbing another one of these. And locking that in place. Okay, and then we can set that aside. Now we need B7 and B6. Hold on a tick. That was 9. Like, that doesn't quite look right. That looks better. Okay, so we have this one that's marked L. And then this piece goes down on top of that. Now we need from here, okay, these are like little pins. Just gonna use a screwdriver to push that in place. So yeah, they're like little brass pins. And then I need A11. And that goes this orientation. And we're gonna grab one of those flange screws. Okay, and that holds it in place. I need D3. Of which there appear to be 5. I need 2 of them. I needed like a whole like section just to tell me to clean these up. Alright, 2 of those. But then also at the same time, B5. And it is marked with an L. That's gonna go on there. Oh, buddy. Right kind of screw. At least, but wrong hole. I'm gonna get another one of these flange screws. Put it back in where that one was. Or what we actually need. Some of these pins. Goes in here. Now I have this looking thing. Alright, it wants me to turn it upside down. Replacing these things. Okay. And it looks like we're making almost the exact opposite. So we're going to grab that piece that I had cut off previously. And I'm actually just going to cut off pieces that I know that I need. Hey Google, set the thermostat to 76 degrees. Okay, good. Alright, so I need 2 of these. So first things first. That goes on there. We're kind of building it backwards. This is for the opposite side, yeah? In goes the pin. And another flange screw to finish it off. Okay, cool. So now we've got two parts that are basically the same. Right part here goes over that and that hole. The left part over that and that peg. Now oh fuck. I appear to have set my screwdriver down in the other pile of screws. But either way, we're locking this stuff in now. I do understand why they want these to be symmetrical. Okay. E1, B2. I was about to say, oh, we're starting with the first part off of the new sprue. But I'm like, no, we've already used E4, the final part, on said sprue. Oh, did I not cut this? Okay, so we've got this and this piece, which slides in here. Yeah, turning it over. This screw and hold it in place. Now I need B13. Apparently, on this side, That goes in there. And then we need A17. And then this goes on top of that. Kind of hate the double cut sprues one. Okay. And that goes down over here. We need C2 and B3. So apparently, these pieces go together like that. And then go down in here and get one of these screws. Lock it in place. Okay. B14 and B4 are next. I've almost used all the pieces on this sprue. Okay, this and just like slots in. This one also has like a little keyhole lug that directs it. Just goes in there. Okay. No screws, no nothing. Just in. Okay. Oh. Need these metal things. That side. That side. Doesn't look like we fold anything on them though. I am used to like having to do stuff like that. Looks like we're just actually just adding it on top and screwing it down into place. Yeah. Oh, shit. Would you believe? Wrong screws. Okay. From bag 3. Need 4 of these really tiny guys. I kind of may have gaped that hole a bit. I feel like I'm picking up ants. What is this? A school for ants? That joke painfully brought to you by the fact that I'm sending the hat away. Okay. Let's see if I can get this to work. If not, I'll just glue. Oh, surprisingly, it still went in. Okay. C1 and C3. PO. They do have a little keyhole lug on them, so there's only one way they can go. Apparently I mixed them up. No, I was using the right one. The instruction is wrong. Okay. Those are in. Now we have this thing. Now grabbing this. Oh, Italy. Anyway. So apparently this goes this way around. And I'm going to start with screws up here. There are some lugs to help guide this into place. Okay, so now I have this. We're going to get piece E2. Okay. And then this just goes down over top, huh? Hmm. Okay. C6 and C8. Okay. This is C8. I mean, heck, I could have gotten it backwards. But I swear I read what I was looking at. Alright, they got little lugs that help lock them in place. I kind of want to glue that in position. Those are going to get screwed in eventually. You know what? That wouldn't hurt. And then This one didn't have anything holding it in either. Okay, I feel better. It's a very light cement, so I'm really not too worried about it. Right, and that gives us another piece to sort of put off to the side for right now. We'll be making another sort of sub-assembly. We have A13. Okay. And then we're going to go back to this bag 4. I grab 2 remaining gears. I'm surprised that there's no grease in this. Alright, so one of them goes in. That. Okay. Gears. Alright, we need A10, A14, and A1. Ten, 14. So we have this tail, and then we have this thing goes through like that. Apparently we're using more of these brass pins. And then smaller and another pin. Okay, so now we have this. And apparently this joins onto that. Now we need a flange screw. Okay, so we have this. Now apparently we grabbed this again. And it goes in there like that. Ah, okay, okay. I was wondering about the cable. There are cable management holders on the side of that piece that we just added. And now that gets held down. So far, that's the only screw that I've put in. We got A7. Painted side outwards. That goes down here like that. Now we're turning it upside down. And there's two okay, and that'll hold those guys in there. All right, now we need C4 and C5 and A4. All right, if it is in this orientation, C4 goes on this side. Nothing is holding those down. I know that I don't need to glue them, but I just feel better doing so. A15, A16. D11 and, or sorry, D1 and D2. Those are in there pretty tight. Okay. Oh, we're finally going back to this thing. So, with this, we are grabbing a rod. And then we're grabbing the last gear or cog out of that, running the rod through it, and this goes in here. It looks like I'm gonna lock the rod in place. Okay. The gear is in place. Alright, now taking this, and placing that down on top. Okay. Am I getting C7? Goes down there and helps lock that bar in place. Okay. The tail's now engaged. Got it. Okay, now, A9. Hmm. Okay, that helps join these pieces together. A little upset that this is like hollow underneath here. A5. Goes down. But nothing is old. And then we need the other A2. And this goes over here. Okay, giving us this. All right, we are now grabbing A8. And then D4 times 3. So yeah, it gives us a piece that looks like this. And it just slots in. Okay. We're also taking this piece. Interesting that it's also number 8. B10, B11. Certainly looks very manta ray-like so far. We're leaving that there. Okay, we are grabbing this. Apparently there's a film on this one? There better not have been a film on the others. I'd feel really shitty if there was. Okay, Rokr. And then, with this, we grab E3. Thread it through. Okay. Or not. No, no, we don't. We thread this through. Which then plugs that in. And it looks like we shove that back down there. And put that like this. Okay. Okay, then we're getting these bronze screws. Oh, much. We got A3. Finally. Need your love. This one already has a disadvantage compared to the other ones, which kind of is a bummer to me. Eh? fine. Is that really it? Yeah, that's it. Alright, I already have feelings. But either way. Let's start it up. So, it has different flying speeds. Okay. And as we can see, this has different sort of actions. You know what? Let me help the lights sort of show off a little bit better. Okay. Changes color. Lights sort of move down the back. And the tail is moving. Just sort of goes very slowly. Yeah, so when it comes down to it, it's cool. However, compared to its beetle brethren, it's certainly not as complex. How long did this take me? An hour and like 10 minutes. It's certainly not as complex. But yeah, the big disadvantage that this one has compared to the Beetles is that I cannot remove it from this base and sort of like have it as like a sort of like individual piece. The Beetles could all sort of come loose and be their own thing. This is like permanently attached, which in my mind sort of like lessens the quality. Anyway. It's not that it's bad. It was... I will also admit, it was definitely easy to build. There was only a few parts where I felt that there was, like, some sort of trickiness. Also, the fact that there was a lot of just pieces that were not, like, held in by anything other than, like, friction. Again, these are not, like, super hard sets. I don't want to give like the wrong impression. In terms of difficulty, these are not high. However, I don't know. I just felt that this was not on the same level as the other ones. It is definitely far easier. And I think the result sort of shows that exactly. But yeah, so far I like the Beatles better. I will say that. I like the Beatles better. I like the Beatles better than fish. Anyway, that's fine. I still have a beetle left to build. And I'll do that some other time. I'm not upset with the parts that I did glue, though, because I think ultimately it'll just help them hold together better. Am I really going to end up with like a billion of these things? Yeah. Very interesting indeed. I'm trying a different setup. I'm trying to, instead of my little Lego dock, I have a TV up here now. And I've got like this little dock where I'm using this as like a trackpad, but just using the Samsung DeX to sort of control everything. And this is like my monitor system while I'm up here. Hopefully this works out. I feel like I've gotten fairly decent at being able to like orient the camera. Anyway, I'm gonna go. It's late, and I have work tomorrow. So thanks for watching, much appreciated. I'll come back soon and either play something or build something else sometime soon. But thanks for watching this, whatever this was. Yeah, I was actually like, this is the one that I was most excited about, which makes me like slightly disappointed again. I don't know, dude. Tell me what you think in the comments when I post this on YouTube. Alright. I'll see you another time. I'm out. Bye-bye. Oh, if I have this TV down here now, I'll probably move the Me camera. We'll see.